Swadikap, good morning, and thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're airing live on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and NBT World. Today is Sunday, October 25th, 2015. My name is Surapal Lautaranarit. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. First up, Prime Minister Chair G77 has encouraged the Thai people to partake in the upcoming Bike for Dad activity in December as a show of love and loyalty to His Majesty the King. Prime Minister Prayut issued a statement to all Thai citizens during his weekly TV program, Returning Happiness to the People, inviting them to join the royal initiative of His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mahawachiralongkorn to organize the Bike for Dad cycling event on December 11th this year. The activity is aimed at demonstrating the Thai people's unity and loyalty to His Majesty the King, as well as celebrating the 88th birthday anniversary of the revered monarch this December 5th. Prior to the event, the Prime Minister advised interested participants to stay physically fit, make sure their bikes and other equipment are in good condition, and practice carefully. People who wish to be part of this historic event will be able to register or find more information on the website worldwideweb.bikefordad2015.com from November 2nd to 15th, or call hotline 1122. The Prime Minister has given an assurance that the government and the National Council for Peace and Order, or NCPO, are using all their power to maintain stability in Thailand while implementing the reform process. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha said during his weekly TV program, Returning Happiness to the People, that all the power that the government and the NCPO are exercising is needed in order to make sure that Thailand continues to see stability while all the reform efforts are going on as planned, while no specific laws are in effect. Therefore, the Prime Minister is asking the people to cooperate and not to launch any opposition, as everyone needs only to think of the national interest while obeying the law. As for any request or call that anyone might make, General Prayut said that all must be made in accordance with the code of law. He also confirmed that the government and the NCPO are doing everything for the good of the people without seeking their own benefit or personal gain. Thailand was recently appointed to chair the 2016 Group of 77 in the UN, a caucus of developing member nations, commonly known as G77. Thailand is ready to serve as a bridge builder among the G77 member nations and amongst all the member states of the United Nations. Khun Sochirlim Grengkrai has his story.
The Group of 77, a group of developing nations in the United Nations, or UN, also known as the G77, is the largest intergovernmental organization of developing countries in the UN, and it serves as a platform for developing countries to build up their economic cooperation and development. The G77 was established on June 15, 1964, by 77 developing countries, including Thailand. Currently, the group has extended to 134 member nations, but still preserves the name G77 due to its historical significance. Thailand recently was endorsed by the group of 134 developing nations to receive the G77 chairmanship for 2016. Virathai Plasai, ambassador and permanent representative of Thailand to the UN, reiterated that this assigned role reflects trust and confidence that Thailand has on the international stage, as well as showing Thailand's readiness and leading role to continue its responsibility in promoting cooperation among developing countries.
We would like to work for all the members of the international community. We do not see ourselves as having a mandate to work for just developing countries. We would like to work for developed countries as well. And how do we do that? The role of the chair of G77 in the coordination of positions regarding multilateral issues everywhere in the world is recognized. And this role is very important because it can shape decisions made in all the fora around the world, at the UN, at the WTO, at the FAO, or in climate change negotiation, everywhere. And the chair can try to play a constructive role, or he can try to play a role that is not very constructive. It depends. But we would like to play a constructive role. We would like to be a bridge builder among the nations.
Thailand is committed to promoting a more participative and democratic world economy and to pursuing the needs and aspirations of developing countries. Thailand also plans to apply His Majesty the King's philosophy of sufficiency economy to help eradicate poverty and social inequality among members of the G77. This is Sotchun Limgrengai reporting.
The National Legislative Assembly, or NLA, is scheduled to meet before the end of the month to launch an impeachment case against a former education minister. NLA President Pornphet Vichit Cholachai has issued an order calling a meeting with all members of the legislature on October 29th and 30th. The main reason for the upcoming sitting is the impeachment of former education minister Somsak Prisana Nantakul under the 2014 Provisional Constitution. The scheduled session will hear an opening statement according to the report and the opinion of the National Anti-Corruption Commission, as well as an opposing statement from the accused. The NLA is also scheduled to set up a committee to undertake the questioning. In addition, the legislature will approve a nomination for the post of Constitutional Court Judge and consider 3 urgent draft laws. A survey by inspectors from the Ministry of Commerce has found that prices of fresh food are still stable after the vegan festival. According to the Ministry of Commerce, prices of meat and vegetables have lowered by 20 to 30%. Experts said that the lingering vegan trend and the school break caused the demand for meat and eggs to decrease, making their prices lower accordingly. Meanwhile, the outgoing rainy season has pushed up agricultural yields, thus leading to an increase in market supply. Vegetable prices are likely to drop further now that the winter is approaching. However, consumers who spot overcharging or law-breaking operators can inform the Internal Trade Department through its 1569 hotline. Scattered rainfalls that dampened Yala province on Friday have significantly diluted the haze in the southernmost province. The Pollution Control Department predicts that the situation should return to normal within a few days. According to the Pollution Control Department, the level of particulate matter of up to 10 microns in size, or PM10, fell to 127 micrograms per cubic meter on Saturday morning, compared to 175 micrograms per cubic meter on October 19th. The department said northeasterly winds in the Gulf of Thailand were moving towards the south and would blow away the smog from the region. The dust level is likely to go down to the standard level of 120 micrograms per cubic meter within 2 days. Residents in affected provinces, particularly those with health problems, are advised to follow suggestions of health experts and keep themselves updated on the situation. In the meantime, many flights at the airports of Hat Yai, Trang, Surat Thani, and Nakhon Si Thammarat have been affected by the haze since October 22nd. Samui Airport has been affected the most, with 50 canceled flights due to the airport's physical limitations. The visibility at Samui Airport on Friday was 3,000 meters in the morning, before it dropped to 1,000 meters in the afternoon, resulting in the cancellation of all evening flights. The airport said it was working with the meteorological department in assessing the weather for airlines. Without the rain during this period, the southern haze crisis would likely continue for a while, said the airport staff. The Deputy Director General of the Marine Department visited Ranong province to meet with fishing operators in 5 southern provinces. Deputy Director General Nat Japjai said the meeting was intended to explain the government's need to crack down on illegal, unreported, and unregulated, or IUU fishing, and to update participants on the progress of the campaign. The meeting also offered an opportunity to fishing operators who were affected by the campaign against IUU fishing to talk about their problems and share their ideas and suggestions on the issue. Target groups were fishing operators and workers in Phuket, Phang Nga, Krabi, Satoon, and Ranong. During the talk, Mr. Nat asked affected fishermen to remain patient while the government was dealing with illegal fishing. He confirmed that the Marine Department had prepared assistance plans for all affected fishermen. The Deputy Director General was optimistic that the ongoing efforts to end IUU fishing would result in the European Union sparing the country from the red card. The Best SMEs of Thailand event continues to garner a lot of attention from the public, attracting crowds of people to the venue at Klong Padung Krung Kasem Market near Government House. The event, organized by the SME Bank, features goods from all regions available at reasonable prices. The public are also offered with soft loans with an interest rate of as low as 4%, while getting advice how to run a business and how to write a business plan. Vendors say the event is an opportunity for them to offer their goods to consumers directly, allowing them to increase their sales revenue. Vendors are urging the government to organize such fairs on a regular basis due to the benefits they have gained from the exposure. The event is open to the public from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. until October 25th, which is today. For more information, please contact hotline 1357. The Book Expo Thailand 2015 has seen a high turnout of visitors so far. The 20th Book Expo Thailand is being organized by the Publishers and Booksellers Association of Thailand and is taking place between October 21st and November 1st, 2015 at the Queen Sirikit National Convention Center. A large number of people have shown up so far to shop for their favorite books. More than 421 Thai publishers took care of more than 900 booths at the Book Expo. The books which have had most attention at the fair include Southeast Asian Writers Award-winning books, fiction series, travel books, and comics.
ยอดขายปีนี้ครับทาง B2S เราเนี่ยคาดหวังว่าจะเติบโตจากปีที่แล้วครับสักประมาณ 20% ลูกค้าที่มาเดินในบูธ B2S เรานะครับตอนนี้คือเป็นกลุ่มเยาวชนตั้งแต่อายุ15ถึง25ปีครับค่อนข้างจะเยอะตอนนี้ที่ลูกค้าเราทาง B2S ที่นำมาจำหน่ายเนี่ยครับส่วนใหญ่จะเป็นนิยายแปลนะครับซึ่งลูกค้าค่อนข้างจะสนใจนิยายแปลค่อนข้างมากครับ
Also on display at the fair are books on 7 legendary kings of Siam, plus an exhibition on Thai cartoon, poetry, a book commemorating the 100th birthday of Nilawan Pintong, and many others. And that's it for today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. Before we take a quick break, let's have a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
To maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The fourth core value: seeking direct and indirect knowledge and education.
Even if we don't see them, they are amongst us. And they're hungry. Slay your power-sucking monsters. Take their power away. Think when you plug.
ASEAN Political and Security Community. Prevent being deceived. Prevent being forced. Prevent being injured. The problem of human trafficking in children, women, and labor has been increasingly severe. Thailand and the ASEAN Intergovernmental Commission on Human Rights are working together to get rid of these problems in order to be fully accepted by the international community. One vision, one identity, one community.
Multiple perspectives, insightful commentary on Thailand with The Insider every Sunday morning at 10:30 on NBT and NBT World.
Welcome to ASEAN, a community comprised of 10 countries, each with its unique culture and history, now unifying to bring added prosperity to the region. For centuries, each country remained independent, but now we are coming together to compete in the 21st century globalized world. ASEAN is bringing together more than 600 million citizens and a total land area of 4.4 million square kilometers, and is providing economic opportunities, trade, travel, and new educational possibilities. The combined GDP of all 10 ASEAN countries comes to a total of $2.4 trillion, which means the ASEAN entity ranks amongst the world's major economic powers. The future is here. Welcome to ASEAN, the community of opportunities. The Southeast Asia region is now becoming one.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. Today we have a special story of two Chinese journalists who have come to work in Thailand. Their time here has proven to be very interesting as they are working for the Thai government's media agency, Radio Thailand. Kun Panotsi Sinsap reports.
Li Min and Lei Te-sin are two journalists from the China Radio International, or CRI. The station is based in Beijing, China. They came to work at Radio Thailand through a bilateral cooperation agreement between the National Broadcasting Services of Thailand, or NBT Radio Department, and China Radio International. The Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, between the two was signed back in 2005 in Beijing. The two national organizations soon started sharing news and program-making initiatives. Then in 2012, they embarked on an exchange program. Each year, 1 to 2 staff from both stations undertake an exchange visit for a month. These representatives engage in program making and gain an understanding of their colleagues' commitment to national broadcasting in a different Asian culture. Li Min and Lei Te-sin are the two exchange broadcasters from China this year.
Both of us are news reporter and content producers from China Radio International. We came under the MOU established between the two organizations to exchange staff for a short period of 1 month.
The first job we take, I think, is translation work from Thai to Chinese, and then we broadcast in the Chinese program in Thailand. Another part of our work is to go experience the style of news reporting. From here, the broadcasting system from between China and Thailand is totally different. So now here, I think it's more free, and style to doing news is like we can report more vividly.
That day concludes at the end of October, and they have already expressed much gratitude that they had the opportunity to come here.
I am very much impressed with the working environment here. It's very warm, like a family. We do many activities together. The people here really love their job. Once we were doing a program with other announcers here. They told us that they have to wake up very early at 3 to 4 a.m. to come to work. For us, it means that they must really love their job, and they work very efficiently. And most importantly, they are very happy. This kind of work is very admirable.
Being the land of smiles, the two expressed their contentment. Lei Te-sin added that, despite having to work at a fast pace in the news business, the people here taught him to not be too serious, as the kind of work is attached to their emotions, meaning that when you're happy and relaxed, the work quality also improves. They are also impressed about working as a team. The two exchange broadcasters said they would take this kind of workplace atmosphere back to China.
We organize activities and rotate them through various types of job we have here in Radio Thailand, whether it's content production of news and radio programs or a new media project. It's a great program we have here. We will work towards greater cooperation with China Radio International in the future, so we will see even more cooperation in the future.
Through bilateral cooperation, the program contributes great benefits to the broadcast content of both Radio Thailand and CRI. It helps the two organizations come together and grow stronger in their bilateral relationship. For NBT World, I'm Bernard Season-Sap.
Let's take a look at the global news. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry met with Saudi Arabia's King Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud amidst a push for talks to bring about a political settlement to the conflict in Syria. Kerry said he expects talks to begin as soon as next week. Saudi Arabia is the main regional opponent of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad and is expected to join the talks along with Russia and Turkey. Along with counterparts from allies Saudi Arabia and Turkey, Kerry met for 2 hours on Friday in Vienna with Sergei Lavrov, Foreign Minister of Russia, which has transformed momentum in the 4-year-old Syrian civil war by bombing al-Assad's enemies. So far, all diplomatic efforts to end the Syrian conflict have foundered over the demand by the United States, European countries, Arab states, and Turkey that al-Assad leave power as a precondition for peace, which he refuses to consider. Hurricane Patricia caused less damage than feared on Mexico's Pacific coast on Saturday, but hammered an isolated part of the shoreline dotted with luxury villas and fishing villages, where the storm and its 165-mile-per-hour winds landed. Thousands of residents and tourists fled the advance of the storm, one of the strongest in recorded history, seeking refuge in hastily arranged shelters. There were no early reports of deaths, and it appeared major damage was averted, as Patricia missed tourist centers like Puerto Vallarta and the major cargo port of Manzanillo. However, the storm carved through small rural villages, ripping corrugated metal roofing off modest brick homes, and uprooted trees with a forceful wind sucking the leaves off them. Around 3/4 of some 50 modest homes in Chamela were wrecked. Residents had been evacuated to a shelter. Phone lines remained down where the storm hit in the nearby settlement of Cuimala, the site of one of Mexico's most exclusive getaways, located between Manzanillo and Puerto Vallarta. It was unclear how bad the situation was there. And that's the end of today's edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email them to us at newsline.mbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or visit our website at thainews.prd.go.th/en. And for now, we're going to say goodbye with adorable footage of 6 pairs of twin panda cubs in their nursery home. I'm Surapalao Tharanarit. Thank you for joining us and have a wonderful day. สวัสดีครับ